Hey, it's Matthew coming at you with another video. And today, I'm sure you figured out by now, but I'm going to be talking about my new purchase, which is the Blue Yeti microphone. And while it's not a brand new product, it's new to me. So I'm going to be talking about it, testing it out, trying things. And actually, prior to making this video, I played a lot with my audio settings, and I come to find out I don't know a lot. I kept on changing things. When you purchase this, right, box, whatever, I've got a whole bunch of Yeti pictures and more details on the back, and all your selections for the mic, which is, I'll get to that in a second. But so here's the mic itself, and it's the blackout version, which is the newer one, I guess. And so what comes with it? You get this pretty nice hefty stand, this, you know, put on the desk. It's got a good weight to it, it's good and solid. The microphone itself. You also get a USB cord, which is about 9 feet, about 3 meters, give or take. I think it might be slightly more. This is the cord that it came with, and it's still going. It's still going. Like I said, I think it was a little over 9 feet, or about 3 meters, give or take. The connection it takes is a mini USB. So this is what it connects to. This would be like most Android phones and stuff like that. I figured I'd pick up a new mic, or upgrade my mic. Because before, everything was done through either the camcorder, or I had this, this Razer set, which is okay, but the mic that comes with it, I find it to be very low. There's some tricks I can do with it to make it sound louder. If I'm doing something like a live stream, I can make it work, but it's not the best, right? So I figured I'd want to go with a new mic, right? And I was going to pick up the Blue Snowball. Definitely cheaper than this. This was not super cheap, but it's not super expensive either, right? It's a good, if you have the money for it, I definitely recommend it. The Blue Snowball, like I said, made obviously by the same company, is around the $50-ish mark, maybe 40, depending on where it is. There's two versions. There's an ice version, which is just a mic. It has just the cardio pickup, which is pretty much what you're gonna, if you're gonna buy that microphone, it's pretty much the only setting you're gonna have. Regular Snowball has a slider that has different pickups on it, but apparently you're not gonna use anything but what the ice comes with. So if you're on a budget, I would go with the Snowball Ice. I've heard very good things about that. But I actually had the extra money to throw into this, which at the time of recording, this was approximately 129 US dollars, give or take. And so far, I'm very happy with it. And the reason why I spent the extra money is the added features. Like I said, the Snowball, while it might be, you know, great in its own for its price range and stuff like that, it's pretty much a mic, and everything you have to do in like your settings on your computer, and there's nothing on the fly you can do. It's a mic, and it picks up your voice very well, but it's still, there's nothing extra to it. So that's why I went with the Yeti, right? So I'm sure you might have already seen other people discuss this, but like I said, it has 4-way selections on your pickups. There's directional pickups in the mic itself, right? And no matter what setting you had it set to, you're not going to talk into it like this, right? You're not talking into the top. You're either going to talk into the front or the sides, depending on what you have it set to. That is controlled by this selection switcher here, right? So all the way to the left stereo. So basically it's going to pick up on the left and on the right on the microphone, right? So if you do the one that looks like a circle, is your omnidirectional. It should pick up all, you know, different sounds around the room relatively evenly. Then there is your, I'm sorry, I'm going to mispronounce this, but cardial setting, right? It looks like an upside down heart or butt, whatever you want. Which that pretty much is going to pick up the front pickup, and not necessarily what's around, or definitely not on top. And if you're doing voiceovers, anything that you want to cut the background noise off, that's pretty much where you're going to set it. The last setting would be right here, which would be your bi-directional, and that's picking up your front and your back. and you know, good for like interviews and stuff like that where you're sitting across from each other. But like I said, more likely I'm going to keep it on the cardial setting. And the game, like I said, this is something you're going to have to play with. The manual suggests starting out in the middle and going up or down depending on if you're clip or not. You know, if you're distorted or you're light, you can turn it up or turn it down depending on your situation. So also to that, you'll notice that you may have noticed this blinking light. So when it's solid like this, solid red light, you're picking up your pickups are picking up the sounds, whatever direction you have it. So on the fly, you can click this again, press this again, and it'll start blinking, which now you're in mute. So obviously everyone knows what mute should be. So there, if you look at the bottom, there is mini USB connection, if you want to look at it like that. Then you have right here for a threaded mic stand or whatever, and then there's also a headphone jack. The headphone jack goes with your volume knob on the front. There we go. So if you are doing commentaries, you're doing live streams, you can hear your immediate voice, and you can also hear the game sounds or whatever to make it easier for adjustments on the fly if you gotta adjust one thing or another. Audacity in the background, obviously, and I got my headsets on, so you're not gonna be able to hear anything. It's irrelevant. So right now you should be able to hear me from the Blue Yeti, right? This is a normal speaking voice. Actually, you know what? Let me try to do something. All right. I don't know how exactly this is going to work, but so right now I'm equidistant from the camera to the Blue Yeti. Now it's only it's less than a half, so what's that, like 3/8? So I might go back. All right, this is me talking on the camcorder now with no edits, and now this is me talking on the Blue Yeti, right? This is what, maybe a foot away. Yeah, my big face is in the camera, right? Just trying to show you the power of it. And this is in the cardial, right? So obviously you wouldn't be holding like this, but more for demonstration, right? So since I'm in the cardial, you should really only be picking up on the front side, right? So if I talk more on the side, either side doesn't really make a difference, or the back. Yeah, or I'm sorry, the back. You know, shouldn't really make a difference. I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of interference on here, because like I said, this mic is relatively sensitive, and you know, I'm not speaking loud at all, and so I just want to show you some things. All right, so let me switch over to the different modes, and if you're wearing headphones, you know, you should probably pick this up a little bit better, right? Omnidirectional. So no matter what side I talk to, it should be relatively the same volume coming across. No matter if you're on the back, I'm on the left side, I'm on the front, or I'm on the right side. It should be all the same. So I'm back to the cardial. And like I said, this is what makes this microphone so great. You can change your pickups on the fly if you really wanted to. You're probably not going to. You're probably going to have it set. But like I said, this is omnidirectional. I'm sorry, this is cardial. So therefore, you're pretty much only going to be picking up on the front, and the sides and the back might pick it up some, or you might hear some, but it's only going to be picking up the front. It's pretty much, if you're talking back here, yeah, I mean, you're going to pick up some of it, but not as much as when I talk like this. Now, it is the bidirectional, all right? So it's pretty much the front and the back should be relatively even. So if I had someone across, if I actually had friends and I was talking to them, we could put it, you know, somewhere in the middle, and then we could talk back and forth, and you'd be able to hear us for like podcasts and whatnot. You might be still picking up some on the sides, but not so much, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on the cardial, right? So it should be seeing a difference now. Now, like I said, I also bought a stand and a pop filter, right? So pop filters are more for the P's and the B's to cut out some of the harshness. So I'm going to try something, and you might want to turn your unit down, but I'm going to do a lot of P's, and the sentence isn't going to make any sense, but I'm going to do with and without, right? So this is without a pop filter. So if you say, pretty please beg Betty Boot Piper product line, yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but so about the same distance, it might see the same loudness, but pretty please beg Betty Boot Piper product line. Okay, so hopefully, while it might have been a little bit louder, the harshness of the P's and the B's should be dead a little bit, right? Now, like I said, obviously that's not something that you would normally say on a day basis, but that's pretty much what that does. And like I said, I got the stand just to keep it out of the way. Now, like I said before, I'd use these headsets, the Kraken Pro headset. So just as a demonstration, I'm going to switch over. I'm going to talk on just my Razer, and then you should be able to see the difference. I'm not saying that these are the greatest, but that's just what I had, and I'll show you the difference. So here I am back. Now, right now I'm on my Razer headset, right? Like I said, it is definitely not the benchmark of any means, but this is pretty much me at the same volume, right? So right now, okay, so this is me speaking at the camcorder. Right, hopefully I should be able to do this in editing. Now this is me back on the Razer. Now, granted, yeah, I am a lot closer to my mic here compared to the mic on the camera, but it should give you a little bit of an idea, right? If you're familiar with Audacity, I have the the input level pretty much maxed out, right? So you can notice that by this line right here. This is my audio editor or my audio manager, which I don't like, but that's my next computer will be better. So right now this is at 100%, right? So I could turn this down to 50, and it should have softened a little bit if I go all the way down to 20, right? Yeah, that's what I had to deal with it, right? So as you can see, Audacity is still in the background, so I'm still probably a little bit on the low side, right? So if in editing I could come back and bump it up, right? That's relatively easy, right? The other option would be to do something on my computer. I'm sure you have something like similar to this, is a bass boost, right? So right now it should be a little bit louder, right? So if I'm doing live streams, this is pretty much what I have to do to get any type of volume, right? It's here's a 20 dB boost, and it's picking up, right? So right now I am actually clipping a little bit, and so if I turn this down to, I'm sorry about that. All right, I'd have to turn it down to like 90. All right, I'm still almost clipping a little bit, and if I keep going, and I'm sorry about this, but all right, so this is 30, and it should really start being more distorted now, and you should be able to hear a lot more ambient sound. So, like, if I put it back down to 20, I should be here. You should be able to hear me, but it's definitely not the greatest. Um, so, like I said, if I'm doing like a live stream, I have to boost everything. I guess it's almost like a gain type of thing, but it's just definitely not as clean, right? So that's why I wanted to up my audio. I had some extra money, so I figured I'd throw it in some audio. So I'm back on the Blue, right? And like I said, I'm not going to do any type of audio editing to this. It's going to be just the raw data, just my voice, and nothing else. I'm not going to try to make anything special. So like I said, if you, it might be a little bit hard to see, but this is back down to let's see, where's that at? It's at 0.58, 58%, right? I could probably do it to 70, and let's see, this is going to be at 75%, right? 0.75. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm sure it got a little bit louder. And, all right, let's try to get it at 0.59, close enough. So, like I said, this is me testing out this Blue Yeti. And like I said, I know I have to do some more testing with it and see what best sets up my setup. Oh, and also to this, if you want, um, you can actually, like, on the box it says it's for, you know, Windows and Mac and stuff like that. But you can also, if you have a console, you can also use that on that. You can use it on your PS4, and I'm assuming you can use it on your Xboxes and stuff like that. So, okay, so I'm back on the Blue Yeti. Now, I thought it actually recorded me showing you on the PlayStation, but you can see the line bouncing back and forth. And that's what I just want to show you, that it is possible. So, like I said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. You learned something. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you for watching.